those tunes.
I take a look at my enormous penis, and my troubles start a melting away. Bow, bow.
Hello, welcome to LTM Reviews and get you caught up on the oldest movies. Thanksgiving's this week, guys, and I'm really excited because today I'm reviewing Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And technically, some say it is technically a Christmas movie, but it is obviously a Thanksgiving movie, so it counts. So this is my Thanksgiving review, guys. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is about, you have Steve Martin. He's going out of town for Thanksgiving to see his family, but his plane gets canceled, so he has to find a way. He goes on this road trip with John Candy. He meets him up, and they go on a road trip together to help Steve Martin get to his Thanksgiving extravaganza. And I won't go from there because this is a pretty funny movie. I gotta say, I laughed really hard watching this film, and it was really funny. I'm not the biggest fan of Steve Martin. I love John Candy though. I love John Candy. Both are really good actors, and they both have good chemistry. So here's what I like about the film. What I love about this movie is the chemistry between John Candy and Steve Martin. Now they first meet up. They don't really get along like most buddy comedies, but they try to live their best, and they try their best to get along. And even if you've seen this kind of dynamic before, you know what's going to happen. And it really works here. Because Steve Martin, all he cares about is going to his family for Thanksgiving. While John Candy doesn't have a home. And he's trying to, well, I don't know what his purpose was, but I know he didn't have a family. And, you know, at the very end, if you've seen the movie, the ending, it does have a very sweet ending. So I love the ending also. The ending is really sweet and very humble. And for a comedy, it's kind of heartwarming because most comedies we usually end on a funny moment or just kind of ends, but this one ends on a very soft, heartwarming moment. So that's very rare. The comedy is really good too. I really laughed hard watching this. Okay, maybe not laugh out loud funny, but they're really funny, and I did like some of the dynamics they were going through. The pillow scene cracks me up every time. The scene where they're on the road and you see one of the characters' skulls and the devil sticking out, that got me laughing to the floor. The rest of the jokes are really funny, just not laugh out loud funny like those two. The movie story is very simple, but it's really effective. Much like The Nightmare Before Christmas, even if the story is very simple, there's just some sort of charm to it. And it really... Sorry, and it basically works here. There's some sort of charm to it, and you really get invested in the characters, and just because of how really humble and sweet it is. So, while I don't think Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a masterpiece, I do recommend it for those who love Thanksgiving and for those who love John Candy and Steve Martin. It's a movie that's really funny. It's got heart. It's got fun characters. It's got a very sweet, humble ending. And it's a good movie to put around during the Thanksgiving. Is it my favorite comedy of all time? Probably not, but it's pretty close. If I had a top 10 best comedy films, I would put it as maybe like on the top 10 or probably honorable mentions, or maybe probably on the top 10 best movies of the 80s, or maybe the best comedies of the 80s. I don't know, but this is a really good movie. I recommend it if you're going out for Thanksgiving, if you're planning on watching something during the Thanksgiving weekend, I recommend watching this movie. So I give Planes, Trains, and Automobiles a 8 out of 10. And if you like this movie a lot more, that's fine. This is just my opinion. So that's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Christmas is on the way, guys. What movies should I review for Christmas? Comment below. Let me know. This is LTM signing out, and I'll see you guys. And I'm ready for Christmas.
Oh yeah, I remember those guys. Weren't they supposed to be God's chosen people?
That's what the Bible says.
Oh, I bet they always followed God's directions.
Ho, ho, ho! You think so, wouldn't you?
4 scorpion bowl in 5 minutes? That's gotta be a restaurant record.
Well, right now I'm gonna go for another restaurant record. Longest burp.
Congratulations! Now please excuse me while I go take shower.